The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Japan against Arsenal.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I'm a huge fan of Bukayo Saka. Someone always praised for his versatility, his attitude.
Hello! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
White. And it's Bergkamp. And he's worked it through. Oh, what a chance! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part. And we've just seen an example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Could be danger here. White. Quality ball. Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Calafiori, and they can counter here. Martinelli stood his ground strongly. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Beckham. Pirlo. He's under a lot of pressure there. Pelé. Closing in on goal. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So Japan have a free kick. Pirlo!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Oh no, this does not look good. And he's there to retrieve it. That's a good ball out wide. Fired deep towards the back post.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Bergkamp is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Vieira demonstrating his defensive quality there. Varane wins the duel this time.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Ibrahimovic, Beckham. There's a no-nonsense tackle. That's really well cleared. That is a shot. Pelé! Oh, just over.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
That's a cute ball. Neatly clipped into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Calafiori conjures time and space where few can. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Beckham. Tomiyasu makes the interception. Japan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Bale. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Saka. Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there.
Japan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Knocks it into space. Cleared without complication. And it's Makalele. Now it's Beckham. Might be danger here. So much time and space here. Good read, needed to be. Saka. Van Basten. Ball's played through. He's in plenty of space here. Beckham. Wriggles his way through. And he's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Calafiori. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Martinelli. He's picked his way through. And this is Bergkamp. Chance for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Japan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Pele. Japan have their second corner now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's clever. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played with finesse. So it's going to be another corner. Japan have their third corner. And this is Ibrahimovic, in by Ibrahimovic. That's an excellent interception. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Bergkamp dinks one through, chips it through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Luis Suarez. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, that's a good run down the left. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must... It's Ibrahimovic! And he hits the net! Japan are level! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Japan grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you've...
Terrific header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's come to nothing. Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. Bergkamp. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Van Basten. He's in a great position here. White picks it up out wide. Pirlo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
It's a promising position, and a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Japan, number 18, Bale. Coming on the field is number 13, Figo. Substitution in progress.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He is through here. Pele! It's run in for the pieces. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Picked out brilliantly. Saka. And the pass is intercepted. That's a look and place it forward. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Bergkamp. And he was alert to it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's lost his man here. Now it's Beckham. He's... Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Perez.
There will be 3
Pires
minutes added
was
time.
alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good-looking ball. Played through into space. That's the keeper's ball. And time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment. Well, there's the impressive figure of Christian Vieri. What a left foot he has.
Yeah, quite a frame.
Yeah, possibly one of the last of the old-fashioned strikers. Big, powerful and...
Can he finish? Lam. Pele. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's there to belt it away. Pele. He's through here. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Thailand have a free kick. Rafinha did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
And that should get the job done. That's a throw. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. Some really good ball movement. Aimed beyond the defence. Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And he's taking no chances there. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Ambitious ball here. And this is Dembele. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now who's going to be first to this? Tries to pass it through. He's got away. He's free. He has got space. Bumps him off it and goes for a shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Vieri. Liverpool looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of bowlers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
He's being urged to shoot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Serginho. Plays a sharp little ball here. Not the most accurate pass. Vieri is onto it in a flash.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Kaka. Pele, and he's had it nicked away. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Fiore knocks it into space. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pele. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Rashford. Tries to play it through. Now it's Kaka. Can he get it through? And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Xavi Alonso. Thuram. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
There will be one.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
And it's Dembele. And the shot! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it.
Luis Suarez! They've scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well read, nice interception. Zanetti. Thailand do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Xavi Alonso. He's had it taken off him. Pele.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Xavi Alonso. Fiore. For Xavi Alonso. And it's Thuram. Thuram carries the ball down the right. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
It's hit the upright.
The attendance for this match was 28,599.
Thailand still have the cards to affect this game. And he's away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That's a cute ball. Xavi Alonso. Antonetti. Turns back here, probably the best option. Rafinha. Liverpool couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And this is Luis Suarez. Khan gets it away. Well, they've got it again. Fiore. And it's Serginho. Serginho. Fiore. And he's forced to go back. And it's Xavi Alonso. Rafinha. And this is Dembele. Varane wins the duel this time. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Dembele. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's Dembele! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Fiore, Rashford.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Ibrahimovic, Thailand finding their passes. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Substitution on the field. Number
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 19,
it's a pretty loose pass.
Fiore. Coming on the field. Number 18,
Rafinha.
Mbappe. Number 22.
Again, with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Xavi Alonso has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Oh, smashing header against the crossbar. Just off target.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Great vision. That is good alertness. Liverpool looking to pass their way through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lahm picks it up out wide.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross in. 2 minutes to be added on. Figo, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Gets a good foot in there. And that is as far as it goes. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, I'm happy to say we're in the presence of a wizard here.
And it's not for me to disagree. One of the most skillful English players of his generation.
Yes, and of course it's Steve McManaman. He has the courage to continuously want the ball and then take it upfield to run at defenders. Something he just loves to do.
Yeah, a winger in the classic mould.
I would say that's true, but he could vary his game to find a weakness with his pace and technical ability.
He's in a great position here. Zola. Kaka. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Edmilson. And it's Pirlo. Great, and Batistuta! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Great defending, strong and determined. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too...
Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So, a breakthrough already. Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Danger averted for now. Batistuta, and he's there to get it away. And it's Messi. Zola. Aimed beyond the defence. It's a promising position. He is just caressing the ball. McManaman. Big chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Chiellini gets rid without sophistication. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's well spotted. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a searching pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Costa Curta. Kaka. Edmilson. Now it's Messi. Bonucci with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And a shot! Oh, good-looking ball. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's made its way to him. Costa Curta. It's Pirlo. Raul in acres of space out wide. Raul. He can get that clear. Zola. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Serves up across. This possibly the last play of the half. He's having a shot! And he's there to belt it away. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Chiang Rai certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6, numero 20.
And we're underway again.
Il numero 17, il numero 18.
Ferdinand is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Now he's off and running. Oh, delightful ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. And they've got rid. And that's a good ball. Best. This looks promising. Now the delivery.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And he's intervened well there. McManaman. And it's Pirlo. Kaka. He's in plenty of space here. And he shoots! It's a goal! The second half off to a spectacular start. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
And that was very necessary.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.314
He's shifting through the
spettatori.
gears here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and the cross comes in. Khan claims it without any fuss. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Zola.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's good play. He has found the way through. That is a brilliant interception. Messi. Kilitshoy. Now it's Pirlo. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found the way through. Vinicius Junior! McManaman looking to be a menace in the final third. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. Best plays it in. Pirlo. Vinicius Junior. And it's Ibrahimovic. Messi. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Kaká. Zanetti.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Played in.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cambio di giocatori.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Kilitshoy. Varane promptly onto that, and that is that.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Best. And that has been cut short. Vinicius Junior. Cannavaro. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that has been slung wide. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Kaká. Edmilson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And now they can spring out of defence. I think we're just about done here. Great vision. Ibrahimovic! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Thinks about the shot. Messi has found the net here, of course. That's that, the end. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Rafael Varane voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go
Thailand
any minute now.
Against Feyenoord.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. Neymar completing his first century of appearances here today, and that has not gone unnoticed.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll...
He rises! Goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Feyenoord finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Mateus. And here's Batistuta.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Mateus. Thailand leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Chiellini. Mateus. Batistuta. And Mateus. Mateus. And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. Roberto Carlos. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Thailand really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Elise. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Mateus. Xavi Alonso has good running with the ball, and he's had it nicked away. Lahm. And it's Luis Suarez. And now the breakaway. And it's Lahm. That is good alertness.
This is the time you need that pace.
Mateus. And here's Batistuta. Pele. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's got a side of goal. Chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's managed to get rid. Feyenoord have the chance to go the other way. Mateus. Neymar. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Ibrahimovic is firing after that one. Stood up well to him there. Serginho. And it's Neymar. And Mateus. Elise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Mateus goes sliding in. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Shapes to shoot! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That has certainly terrific header. Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Xavi Alonso. Chiellini. Serginho. Ibrahimovic looks to get on the end of this. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. That is good strength. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He won't be happy with that one. Neymar. Now it's Batistuta.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Batistuta. And he's intervened well there. Oh, nicely intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added
Xavi
time.
Alonso, given the lift of his goal. Serginho. Serginho's big header! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. The second half then, just getting going. Xavi Alonso. Out for a throw. Feyenoord finding their passes. And here's Batistuta. Pele, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's Neymar. Xavi Alonso. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Luis Suarez. Olise. And the pass is intercepted. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Neymar. Olise. Olise. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now that's well seen too. Pele. And it's Neymar. Driving on and making good progress. He's in space and looking for options. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Thailand have their second corner now. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he cuts out the supply. Feyenoord appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting...
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions.
Pirlo! That was travelling. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's worked it through. It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these. Feyenoord really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And the counter is on. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Roberto Carlos. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of
Pillow! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that pass just didn't quite work. He can get that clear. Lahm spots it and intercepts. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mateus. And it's Neymar. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Half an hour gone in the second half. Suarez gets into a good position. Oh, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Roberto Carlos, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's aimed in, he gets big! And that would have been game, set and match.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
And it's Lahm. That is ended up in no man's land.
Thailand surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Substitution for Thailand.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Ibrahimovic.
Feyenoord looking to pass their way through.
Number 11. Pirlo.
Crunching tackle.
Number 10. Suarez. Coming on the field.
Played out towards the right wing. And this is Batistuta.
Number 15.
Pass somewhat off target. Figo.
Number 22. Cocoon. Number 7.
Thailand claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Substitutions taking place.
Thailand have their third corner. Howson attempts a clearance. Feyenoord are looking to go forward now. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's well spotted. He's found a way past. Now it's Ribéry. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Xabi Alonso cuts it out. Can he spark a counter here? Ribéry. Well timed, excellent interception. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Now it's Batistuta. This is Batistuta. And there goes the final whistle. Thailand pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. That's a cute ball. Floated through, and he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
This looks promising. That has been cut short. Xavi. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Cruyff. Bellingham. Messi. Can he get it through? Now that's well seen too. Messi. And Neymar. Messi. Closing in on goal. And Messi! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Makaleli. And it's Thuram. And it's Neymar. And here's Cruyff.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yaya Toure. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Cruyff. Messi. Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Cruyff. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Oh, he's really looking like he's on the very top of his game here.
Now it's Cruyff. Varane wins the duel this time. Now it's Messi. Oh, played right into his path. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Madrid faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here.
Well, when I look at the team sheet, Peter, I pick out the leaders, and the leader on this team sheet for me is El León.
Oh yeah, chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Now it's Figo. He's found the way through. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. There's the shot! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! About as smooth as it gets. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Neymar duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal.
Decent chance! Yes, it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really...
He's having a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Eto'o. Now there's a fine ball. Climbs up big! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
McManaman charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's beaten the last man. And it's Cruyff. Now it's McManaman. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Marquez, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Eto'o. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe nicked it back promptly. Quality ball. And it's Bellingham. Passes short and sharp. McManaman, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Seedorf into the channel.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is Eto'o. Tries a shot! And that's it. Well, that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, I'm happy to say we're in the presence of a wizard here.
And it's not for me to disagree. One of the most skillful English players of his generation.
Yes, and of course it's Steve McManaman. He has the courage to continuously want the ball and then take it upfield to run at defenders. Something he just loves to do.
Yeah, a winger in the classic mould.
I would say that's true, but he could vary his game to find a weakness with his pace and technical ability.
And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Straight at the keeper.
That's just literally playing into his hands.
Now it's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Seedorf gets over and intercepts. Short changes him with that pass. And this is Lewandowski! Oh, he's been caught napping. Valverde. Quick look, then plays it in. Played back in. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
It's McManaman. Looking for options for movement. Played into space out wide. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Not the most accurate pass. No luck with that dink over the top. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cruyff. Neymar. It's Neymar! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Valverde. Nicely weighted ball. It's a goal kick. Nil-nil still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong, and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Now it's Yamal. Now it's Lewandowski. McManaman. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tries from distance. Throw in. Chooses to go cross-field. Barcelona were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Bojan Krkic wins the duel this time. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Bojan. Valverde receives it in a wide position. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cruyff. Eric Garcia. Nicely spread. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Eric Garcia is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Eto'o really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Great vision. Tries to play it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Back into the middle. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Over to the other side. Yamal might just make this. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that's been intercepted. Valverde. And it's Valverde. McManaman. That's a delicate pass. Out of play for a goal kick.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Valverde. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Neymar. He has a look up. Oh, well played, well played. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Here we go again. So neither side has yet broken through. He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid penetrate first. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Madrid do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Yamal has it out wide and in space. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. And we have our very first corner. Brilliantly cut out. That has not gone well. He's gone for goal! No, he's missed it.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He's in plenty of space here.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
And the pass is intercepted. No, again, there's no way through. Played out wide. And it's Figo. Out to the left it goes. Seedorf goes for the shot! Incoming delivery. Oh, what a climb! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Valverde. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Looking for the run. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Aimed beyond the defence. That ball looks a good one. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Suarez finds himself offside.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. The less said about that pass, the better. Solot chasing after it. He's had it taken off him. Out to the right. Nicely intercepted. And it's Messi. So the team's separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that's put paid to a promising move. Cruyff! And that would have won it.
Cruyff really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Plays it across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a promising position.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Messi takes control of it and he's on the move. He is through here. Figo delivers.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Too much on that, it's gone out. Oh, terrible pass. Chouameni spread out to the left. Hazard. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He rises! Oh, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a shade optimistic. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And this is Luis Suarez. Valverde. Oblak. There will be a throw-in. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3 será reemplazado por...
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Madrid concede shapes to shoot! And he's there to make the block. Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Real chance! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Messi fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Gavi. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Torres. That looks a good ball through. And then it's Messi. Can he finish? And that's a real chance missed. So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Opts to... takes a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Valverde. Tchouaméni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. Neatly clipped into space. Shoots! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Madrid go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That is good alertness. Gavi. Lobbed in behind, and he was alert to it. Tchouaméni. That's a throw. And here's Seedorf.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And he lines up a... oh, smashing header! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Devoid of any complexity, but... and that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally, but does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Seedorf. Some good work on the right flank here. Gavi. Thuram cuts out the pass. And here's Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Bojan. Now it's Hazard. Tchouaméni knocks it into space. And this is Hazard. Now it's Yamal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Camavinga. Oh, he's found support out wide. And it's claimed by the keeper. And this is Torres. Messi, looking for the run. He's got away. It's Luis Suarez! And that is one way to get his defending done. They're up to 5 corners now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gavi. That has been slung wide. And it's Camavinga. Makalele. Thuram. And time is up. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly, result-wise, This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Well, that's it for tonight. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start, that is what they all want. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
You know, Peter, I'm relishing the chance to see the cool and classy Rafa Marquez. He has a composure about his game that most defenders envy, and that enables him to be used as a deep-line midfielder too.
Yeah, the defender's defender.
A great reader of the game.
Makaleli. And this is Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get... Decent chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's...
Can he finish? He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Messi. Now it's Bale. Messi looking to run onto it. He's picked his way through. Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Shapes to shoot! There it is! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Madrid go into the lead. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. A lot of space ahead of him. In once more. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Played out wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And the through ball. Bale. Gavi looking for the run. Marquez does well to get it back. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Cruyff. Neymar. He has found the way through. Bellingham, he is onto this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Cruyff. Varane defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a decent clearance. Just about within shooting range. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Koundé. Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Messi, and that's a good intervention. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he...
And the shot! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Can he get it through? And he's being shifted off it. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And this is Luke face-to-face with the keeper. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Madrid, and Cruyff! Oh, it's hit the post! Messi. And it's Ronaldinho.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, that's fabulous. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Makalele calmly anticipates. Figo. Now it's Messi. Can he latch on to this? Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Madrid lead by 3 in a game all about goals. It's so easy on the eye and promises more of the same after the break. Here we go again then. Neymar, he's found a way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Not the most accurate pass. Now, can they get him away? Plenty to aim at here. Oh no, this takes a shot! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
He's had a hit! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Luis Suarez. And that should get the job done. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he welcomes it in. And that was very necessary. And that's been won straight back. Good take, and is he in?
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking for options for movement. Tchouaméni cuts it out. Looking for a runner. And it's been given away. Gavi.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Casillas claims comfortably. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. Asensio. That's good running with the ball. And he plays one through. Bale! Oh, taken with style! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Gavi. Messi hurtling down that right flank. And this is Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that's an excellent interception. Harrison gets across to intercept that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking to play him in. Gavi. Marquez gets a foot in here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Here's the header! And that is a truly outstanding save. There's a sharp little ball here. That's a little off target. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Owen. And Owen! Cleared without complication. Now that looks a decent ball. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. And this is Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
He's got full! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. It's a searching pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
McManaman. It's McManaman. And here's Bale.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Koundé is there and he can get that clear.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And that's really well manoeuvred. Aimed beyond the defence. Nicely aimed pass. Driving on and making good progress. Radu breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hand. And that will be it. Madrid have done it. The perfect outcome in this most...